it going? It's now day 28 of self-isolation. Can you tell by the hair? The days are starting to run together. But what we do know is that it's Friday, which means it's jerky night. We are going back to not back to a different recipe, but the recipe we have is going to be using some very familiar ingredients for us tonight, and we're pretty excited about it because it's known good flavors for us. So here's what we have as far as a marinade goes tonight. We have 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, and 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. So today we've got an eye round roast. It's what the grocery had today, so we took what they had, but it looks really nice. It's very light on the marbling. So we're going to cut this up, and we've learned a couple of things, or we've decided a few things from last time. So we don't think the hammering is doing any good. It's not any more tender than any previous batches. So we're not going to do the hammering. Just adds a step and adds more labor. So we're just going to cut this up like we always did, in slabs and thin strips. And then we're going to just put it in the marinade and marinate it. Do our normal, simple process. So let's go ahead and get started on that. We'll get this meat cut up, and then we'll make the marinade. It's going to be pretty easy to get together. And then we'll let it sit. All right, let's get started. All right, slabs are cut. Let's slice. Alright, there we have it. Nice big stack of sliced beef ready to be marinated. Let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, let's start with the dry goods and we'll get them in. Then we'll put in the Worcestershire and liquid smoke and stir it up. Then we'll be ready to go. Very simple marinade tonight. So we'll start with 1 teaspoon of salt. With the 2 pounds of beef, of course, that means 2 teaspoons. Go a little bit light on the salt. All right, 1 1/4 teaspoons of black pepper, so that's 2 1/2. 1, 2. We're gonna just eyeball the half. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, so that's 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. 2. Alright, that's all the dry goods, so let's get in 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. That's going to be 4 teaspoons total. And then 2 tablespoons of liquid smoke. That's a lot of liquid smoke, but you know what? We like liquid smoke, so that's good. So 4 teaspoons of Worcestershire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smell that. And 4 tablespoons of liquid smoke. My goodness. Alright, there we have it. Let's mix this up and get it in the bag. Ooh. Aromatic. Alright. Let's bag it. in here. Squish it around and get it mixed really well. Yeah, that's that good. Sealed, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's Saturday. Let's get that meat on the dehydrator. It smells amazing. Strong. All right, loading it up. Let's go. And there we have it, all loaded up and ready to go. Let's fire this up, and I guess we'll see you in a few hours, see how it's going. All right, be back in a few. All right, it's been 3 hours. Time to rotate the trays. Let's get these rotated. It's unbelievable how smoky this smells. What are you going to expect with all that liquid smoke in it? But it smells smoky throughout this whole area, which is delicious. All right, let's go ahead and rotate the trays and let it sit for another couple hours. Wow, this is getting done pretty quickly. Now, there wasn't a lot of moisture in this because some of these on the bottom may be already done. Some of these are done. I'm going to take the ones that are done off. We'll wait to taste it later. And let's go ahead and finish rotating the rest of these. Based on how quickly this is getting done, let's go ahead and check it in an hour instead of 2. I think this is moving very quickly because we did thin slice the meat rather than pound it, and also the marinade was not very moist, so you know, I think all those compounding are making this get done pretty quickly. So we'll check the rest in another hour and keep pulling off the ones that are done until we get to the end. I will go ahead and give it a taste test after the next pull. All right, we'll see you in a few. All right, another hour in. Let's give it a look. Yep, a lot more done now. we're going to give it our first try for this week. Flavor's really good. Really good. As we expected, because it's one of those basic recipes with all the great ingredients. It's as tender, and maybe a little more tender, than the ones I'd beaten with the hammer, so I'm really happy about that. Overall, it's a great batch. Yep. Alright, we'll see you guys later.